Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just going to go through some equations of circles examples for you here. Now, please make sure you've watched my previous video, the graphing of circles, so you know what I'm talking about. Now, in the other video, we could see when we were graphing a circle, okay, we converted our center point, our radius, okay, into a triangle. Okay, and the triangle has the form of a Pythagorean triangle because there's a right angle. It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, what do I do with this information? Well, if I've got a center point 5 and 1, okay, in the previous video we could see that if we've got an x and y value on the outside of the circle, so if I draw that here, here's my center point, here's the outside of my circle, okay, and that is the point x and y. Now I have the points in this case at 5 and 1, 5 and 1. So it is simply that x value, take the x value here, would give you the length of that bottom. So isn't it just simply x take 5 squared? Now that is add y values, okay, that's y take, what is my y value? 1 squared, okay, equals my radius c squared, okay, which is 2 squared. Alright, that is how to work out my equation with a center point of 5 and 1. Alright, so that is simply my equation there. We can of course simplify this, we can expand it, simplify all of those things, but in the purpose of finding an equation, there's my equation done. The next thing, let's have a look at this example here. We've got a circle here and we need to find the center and the radius now. So this is pretty simple, guys. Think about, you've got the circle, you've got a Cartesian plane here. We can clearly see that each of the x-axes are going up by 1 or down by 1. So this point here is at what? -1, right? So we know our x value is going to be -1. Okay, in a coordinate, there's my -1. What is my y value? Well, that's up 1, 2, 3 spots. My scale's clearly going up by 1 each time because there's 4. That is -1, 3. Right, that is at the point -1, 3. So there's my center. How far is my radius? Now my radius is from the outside of the circumference of the circle to the center of the circle, right? That can be done at any point, can't it? So if I'm looking right here, here's my center, there's my radius, yeah? Okay, so if I go across, there's 1, 2 spots, my radius equals 2. Okay, now write down an equation of the circle. Well, I've got my center, I've got my radius, so I can simply work that out. That is x take -1 squared, okay, add y take 3 squared is going to equal 2 squared. Now we'll quickly simplify this. Okay, a take and a take become a positive number, so we've got x plus 1 squared add y take 3 squared. I can't do anything with that yet, and I can of course square my 2, which is 4. Alright, done there. So next example, what happens if we can't actually tell what the radius is just based on looking at it? Because clearly we can see this one here is slightly over the point of, hey, that's 1, that's 2, the radius would be 2. That's not quite right, yeah? So we actually need to figure out the distance here. Now we can use the distance formula, we can use Pythag, all to work out the radius here, okay? So if I'm looking at this question, to work out my radius, I need to do the a squared plus b squared, right? A squared plus b squared part, and that's going to equal c squared, yeah? Okay, because my radius squared. So let's work this out. Hey, I go across 1. That's literally go across 1. So I can say my A is 1 squared, right? My B, I go up how many? 1, 2, right? So that's 2 squared, and that's going to equal c squared, yeah? Do you agree with that? That's my radius squared. Now, I can simply solve for this, can't I? So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, add the 2 together, and that is 5, equals my radius squared. To get rid of squared, we need to square root it, so the radius is going to be the square root of 5. Alright, so hopefully that's going to help you solve some of these questions here. Alright, literally it's find the radius now, okay, by using your either distance formula or simply using Pythagoras, okay, where you've got the distance there, square them, add them together, and then square root it at the end. Alright, that's all for this video. So hopefully that goes through enough examples for you to be successful in this topic. If you have any questions, please email me, ask me, whatever you need to do to be successful. All right, cheers guys, bye.